Welcome back to the Dropped Outdoors podcast. I'm your host, Dusty Russell, with the man, the myth, the lesbian. The glorious mustache himself, Landon Scott. I mean, I've called you worse in our lifetime.
That is true.
I guess a lesbian's not. I've been called a lesbian myself from time to time. Oh, that's a good way to start it.
That was pretty good.
Maybe we shouldn't record a podcast at midnight.
Yeah, that was. I'll take the blame for that one, though.
Oh, hey, I was having fun watching you have your tism.
Nerd out.
Yeah, you were geeking out over here. Well, how's your week been, my friend?
Oh, man. I'm glad to be back home. So.
Yeah, I'm going to get back into that.
Okay.
But I'm going to shit on you. How's your week's been since you've been home?
Do I even want to fucking be here?
Yeah, you have to be. It's your house. You might not want me to be here when it's all said and done, but we're here.
Oh, fine then. Yeah, no, my week was good. Just catching back up on work and all that bullshit.
All the fun stuff.
Yep.
Stop looking at it.
No, let's do a mic check real quick. Just want to make sure.
Mic check.
Okay. It's picking up both of us. I was just making sure.
Those sons of bitches. So,
anyway, how was your week?
My week, well, could have been better. The week at work was great. Got a couple new customers, which is always good from starting out from scratch, not having anything, trying to grow something brand new. So we're getting there. But, my best friend in the world, the one guy I go to for everything, he left me for 10 days. And that's basically like 5 years in friend years. Forgot I existed. Didn't talk to me at all. No pictures. No random selfies of him flipping me off, telling me to go screw myself. Nothing. And then he gets back on Monday, and I'm like, cool, my friend's back. I have somebody to talk to. I'm not a complete loner. Then he didn't even know I existed until today. And most of today, he didn't know I existed.
I ignored you today,
I called him
too.
and he fucking ignored me completely.
Yeah.
And he was like, the only excuse I got was, oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Look. So, how was your vacation that you got to completely shit on me the entire time and screw your friends?
I don't know why you think it's always about you, Dusty.
Because it is.
That's true. That is true. No, it's fantastic. I don't know if I explained it before. We went on a road trip.
I don't think we have touched on it at all on this.
I don't think we even mentioned that I was disappearing for several weeks. I think we just recorded and called it a day.
Yeah, they don't have to know.
No, they don't now. But no. So road tripped up through New Mexico, Utah, Wyoming. Yeah, Wyoming after that. Touched part of Idaho and then into Montana.
What'd y'all do on your road trip?
Hit all of the national parks that we possibly could. I think we got 7 different ones in along the way. I really wanted to go to Zion myself, but we didn't make that one.
Oh, that's parenthood.
Overruled.
Right there.
Yep.
You take your wife on a vacation and do exactly what she wants to do.
I mean, she took me for the most part. I just drove.
Then she should have done what you wanted to do. If she's going to pay for it and book the vacation, she does what you want to do.
That I get to pick.
If I pay for it and I book everything and I do all the fucking work, I do what Amanda wants to do.
No, I mean, it was really good. There was only one time where I put my foot down. I was like, gosh damn it. I want to do this. This is what we're going to do. And I think it was literally just taking a family picture.
Wow.
I set the tripod up. And I wish I had pulled that picture.
Really hitting home on the lesbian thing I called you.
It was rough, man. It was real rough. I was like, I'm gonna just take a family picture here. It looks cool. And so I'm setting up the tripod and everything, and I'm like, okay, wait for these people. And both Kinsley and Ashley like give me this look like, you can go fuck yourself. I don't want to be here. And I've got the picture of them just staring at me like, asshole, let us go.
I have to say, I'm not a big picture person either. I'm horrible about that.
Well, so with this one, obviously we've got these nice cameras now for the podcast and all of this other stuff.
Which you ripped from
I
our hands.
stole them, some bitches, and took them with me. So I really wanted, like, I was like, no, I want good pictures. Like, I want to take the cameras and I want to use them for their intended purpose.
We are.
Well, yeah, now we are.
Oh, okay.
But I took them for a different intended purpose. But anyways, it was cool. I really enjoyed it.
Glacier, Yellowstone.
Glacier.
100%.
Yeah. Glacier was a lot cooler, a lot less people, and I got to see a moose. That was kind of cool. I didn't realize they could hold their breath. Did you know that?
I mean, essentially, it does not shock me because everything can hold its breath.
Yeah. No, but like,
but I've never thought about anything really holding its breath.
Yeah.
Like this is the first time ever that I've ever thought about a dog or anything. Like I guess, yeah, they can hold their breath. I've never thought about it.
Yeah, no. So a moose, it's like standing in the lake, and it like puts its head underwater, and I'm guessing it's eating on vegetation and stuff in the bottom, but like held its head underwater for like 3 or 4 minutes and didn't come up. Like, it looked like a rock for a long time because I was watching it. I was like, I don't know what that is, but it doesn't look right. Like, it doesn't look like it belongs.
Maybe it learned to breathe through its ears like I did for my wife. I'm just kidding. Wrong podcast. I apologize. We're family friendly around here. My bad. Couldn't help myself.
Oh man, but no, that was one of the crazy facts that I learned.
I mean, that makes sense though, because like a duck, they would have to be able to hold their breath too.
Yeah, but like a mammal, like, I mean, I guess whales and shit, but like,
yeah, whales are kind of.
But why? Like, I've never thought about, like, because they do. Apparently, that was a thing. Is like they just walk out in the water and stick their head underwater and eat. I'm like, that's strange. I would have never thought. Like, I've never seen.
Nope, never would have thought about
National Geographic stuff all the time, but that's not one of them. So, fun fact: they hold their breath for a long time. I had to wait around for a while just to get a good picture for it to bring its head up.
Y'all might be mad at me because we're going to stare at the computer, but can you Google how long they can hold their breath? Because now I am intrigued. You know how I have those stupid facts that everybody's like, how the fuck do you know this shit? This is the top bullshit that gets me in my rabbit holes, where here in 5 years, I'm going to be like, did you know a moose can hold its breath underwater for 13 minutes? Like, you know what I mean? 30 seconds to a minute, and they dive to depths of 20 feet. Bro, if I'm underwater and I see a moose coming at me at 15 feet, I am shitting myself.
I don't...
Period.
It says 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure I have a video for it holding it, like it being under the water longer than 30 seconds.
Well, it said 30 seconds to a minute and 20 feet.
That's deep,
brother. That motherfucker don't have a flipper. I don't see it getting 20 feet and back up in 30 seconds.
That is deep. That is crazy. I would, if I was 20.
Could you imagine the sheer fear? You're down there, you're looking at seashells by the seashore and just down under the water, and you look up and all of a sudden you see a moose's head and rack, just a fucking 7x7 just coming at you.
Swimming.
Bro, he would be walking instead of swimming because I would fill that tank up with fucking shit instantly. No way in hell I could do that. Man, I'm out of practice. I made it 8 minutes without cussing.
You didn't even make it that long. I think you dropped an F in the first like 2 minutes, but that's cool.
Welcome back to fucking Dropped Outdoors. Oh God, you got me on this one. This is
I honestly,
mind blown.
But like I had to witness it with my own 2 balls to know. So,
and those are very impressive balls, if I might add.
I'm telling you.
Large nostrils also act as valves to keep water out. That's why Bradley's such a good swimmer.
Oh,
shots fired. My apologies, George. You're not even here to defend yourself. And I feel bad for him. He's been having to work his ass off.
He has been working his ass off. I don't know what happened. I was like, what the hell?
He's doing it for us, though.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. If he can stay down there and work as much as he can before he has to go with us on the hunt. Oh, poor pitiful him. He gets a free hunt to go on.
Yeah.
In Colorado, under the mountains, just hold a video camera. But he's taking vacation that whole time, so
that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, here we go. He's got a sneeze.
oh.
Bless you, senor.
Yeah, may God have mercy on my soul. Dude, I'm like kind of loopy hysterical. I kind of like doing a podcast at
It
midnight.
hasn't been too bad. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a hard time remembering what, like, keeping a thought train.
I hate when I have charred times. Now, why don't we clip that instead of you clipping shit of me saying, what about the whiffle? And then I get made fun all over YouTube because, God forbid, motherfucker missed speech. Instead of saying rifle, he says a whiffle. God almighty.
A waffle.
Those waffles. It's a waffle.
Let's get a wascally
Wascally rabbits. It's a waffle for wascally rabbits, you sons of guns.
Well, and the best part is like, that's pretty much our first short to, like, really blow up on YouTube.
Oh, blue. I bet we have over 5,000 views by now.
It's got to be pretty close.
and
all the comments and everything. And that's the one that they picked out where you decided to just go all whiffle.
Whiffle. It's a whiffle. My favorite one was Gun Guru here.
Oh, yeah. That one was funny.
Sir, first off, you're from Oklahoma. You're not a guru on anything. Let's be honest. Oklahoma, they're just wannabe Texans.
That is true.
Anyways, he's all, but the suppressor does make your gun shoot harder and more powerful and blah, 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 blah. And the amount of people that completely teabagged his whole face.
And
like,
his family's at that point.
Like, he basically got, you're an idiot if you think a suppressor makes your gun more powerful.
Yeah.
Could it make it have a 5 FPS more?
Yeah.
Sure. Don't know what that's going to do for you.
At 2,200 feet per second minimum, that 5 is nothing.
Then we didn't even have time to comment.
I was working on it as somebody was just absolutely ruining his family.
We saw it. There was one reply underneath it. Don't even remember what it said. It wasn't an important one.
Yeah.
And everybody that watches this or follows on TikTok and stuff, they like whenever we talk shit to people.
That is true.
So it is a well-known fact that if you say something stupid, we are going to tell you you're a fucking idiot. So Landon gets on there to message this guy back. And by the time he hits send, there's like 16 replies.
Yeah.
And this guy's just getting absolutely shit on
Just
the entire
roasted.
time.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of that one, and maybe just because I'm conceited and I like my own jokes,
Yeah.
is because he went in and he's like, "You're welcome for the free lesson." And after I came back and wrote my comment, I was like, please pay for your lesson by subscribing to the channel.
Pay for your lesson that I just gave you by hitting that subscribe button, buddy.
That one got me. I was like,
that was a good comeback. My favorite part, though, was him saying, local gun guru here.
Yeah.
And then saying something and
dumb.
everybody fucking be like, you're the biggest idiot I've ever seen in my life. Dude, that made me laugh so hard. Like, I get our caption in the video. I said, Landon, you're our gun guru.
Yeah.
You're our gun guru. I'm not saying you're a global phenomenon, buddy. I love you, but I'm not saying that. Between me, you, and Bradley, though, you are our gun guru.
Yeah.
And this guy pops up with local gun guru and then looks like a fucking tool. Like, you absolutely don't come on our comments saying stupid shit, because we got some fucking warriors.
Savages.
We got some warriors that follow us, brother. I have to say, everybody says our followers are the coolest. Our followers are the best. I would put our short little amount of followers against anybody on some shit talking
already.
Like, and maybe it's because we do shit talking.
That's us.
So game recognized game type situation. They're like, I mean, I bet I have over 100 followers on TikTok, literally just followed because, and have told me in messages and shit.
They put it in the comments.
Yeah. I only gave you a follow because you just snapped back at that motherfucker and insulted his whole life.
Yeah. You know how to clap back.
And like, so we have some fucking savages that know that we are going to support it. Y'all can fight in our comment section. We're not going to say a word. We're not going to edit it out. We're not going to delete comments. Y'all have fun. We're grown men. We believe in the Second Amendment as well as freedom of speech.
Yep.
So y'all go in there and say what you want to. As long as you're not making a terroristic threat, I'm not taking it out of nothing. The only reason I take that out is because fuck the government. They don't need to know what we're talking about.
Oh man, yeah, no, that was funny as hell. And I mean, dude got roasted for sure.
And no offense to the dude that got roasted.
Yeah.
I love that you commented. You were wrong. Sorry.
Hey, take 2 seconds, go do a little Google search.
Yeah.
And it'll show you that was just wrong.
Pretty
buddy.
sure that was pointed out in one of the many comments to you. You can literally Google this, and in 5 seconds, you would find out you're an idiot. It's exactly what was said. And sure enough, I Googled it. You're fucking wrong.
Oh, man.
I didn't trust the other 17 people that commented as well as Landon.
Had to Google
I Googled
yourself.
it myself. You are wrong. But God almighty, that was fun.
Yeah, I had a good time with that
The
one.
only time I didn't have a good time is when I roll down and I see 3 comments and all it says is, haha, whiffle. Like, all right, you got me. You got me. And I can't even be mad at them.
No.
Because what did I say to you whenever I was listening to it? I legit was like, oh, man, I fucking misspoke.
I missed it.
I had a fucking stroke on there and said whiffle. And then I look in the comments and there's fucking 3 comments in there saying, haha, whiffle.
Yeah.
Y'all are my people. I love you. Make fun of me. I love it.
Yeah. I wrote somebody back and I was like, hey, don't make fun of my friend.
He's a little
He just has a
retarded.
little stroke every now and then.
He got a little tism.
Hey, we got 94 now.
94 follow. We have a follower or subscriber count going on because we are about to hit triple digits.
Yeah.
And we haven't even really started our YouTube.
No,
We're just posting the podcast on there. We haven't even started really posting videos. We're working on editing our second video.
Yep.
We have a lot of ideas in the fucking
Oh yeah.
the hat that we're gonna do.
That's, I mean, still the censored. I don't even know what to call it. I'm not coming up with words very well right now, but
It's midnight.
what am I trying to say, Dusty?
Dude, it's midnight and we're sober. How are we awake? We're too old for this shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's censored. Editing?
No, confidential.
ATF.
No, our confidential stuff.
We are waiting on some of our confidential stuff that we have hinted to in the past project.
Yeah.
The past podcast. God damn. But even without that, we have a couple ideas we can start doing.
Yep.
A lot of ours is I've been being a piece of crap and it's back end stuff. And
I'm not even going to blame you for that.
I'm going to because I tried to do it and it is my internet. I would have our second video completely edited, ready to start on a third one.
Yeah.
But my internet sucks, so I have to come over here. I have to hard download it onto a hard drive, take it, hard upload. I can't just do it from the server. And
yeah.
So it's been back end shit, but I have fiber coming to me in the next few months.
You lucky bitch.
So at $109
That's better than my 120.
for a full gig of download and upload running at 10 ping.
The old 10 ping.
10 ping.
That sounds like an Asian.
I mean, I'm still going to suck at video games, but I'm going to be able to edit like a son of a gun, feller.
Hell yeah. Straight off the server.
Straight off the server.
Love it.
And those 2 gigs of video space isn't going to take me 7.5 hours to download. It's going to be like 7 seconds, and I'm going to be good. That's
Love
the
it.
biggest issue I ran into. But all that aside, been being a little bit of piece of trash. We've had back end problems. So the YouTube is coming. But to have almost 100 subs
I'm
off of just posting podcasts
Yeah.
and not even really looking at YouTube ever, I'm kind of happy with it.
yeah, no, I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's still growing. It's growing at a rate of at least 1 a day. Today was 6 now.
I think it said
6
we
or
had
7?
17 followers in the last 48 hours.
Oh, that doesn't shock me because that video did go a little nuts.
Yeah.
But oh man,
I'm kind of excited about that.
I got another thing I wanted to. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was going to ask you and see, without making you look like a complete piece of shit, I'm trying to think of the words to put it into. Tell me about your hatred towards Asians and kicking them off of waterfalls.
Oh God. So
I said not to let you sound like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Just make you sound like a racist.
Yeah. So that one was actually at Glacier, but I'm gonna take us back a little bit.
Okay.
And
I love when you throw it back.
Throw that ass back. I'm really, really confused about something.
That's a lot of stuff. We have tisms.
You know, we're in America, and there's nothing wrong with visitors. I don't have any problem with foreigners
As long
for
as
the
they
most
go
part.
home.
Exactly. But I've got one big question that I keep asking. I've asked Ashley. She's just like, leave me alone. I don't care.
Yeah. Typical
It
wife.
was probably 80% foreigners at Yellowstone.
I'm going to go ahead and say, and I know you're not technically asking me why,
Yeah.
but I'm
No,
going
I
to give
am.
you my 2 cents.
No, I'm asking you why.
Because Americans are fat and fucking lazy, and they don't like hiking and shit like we do. You have very few percentage of I bet the Americans you saw, 90% of the Americans you saw were probably in shape and fit.
I agree. I can agree with that. That was one of my theories. The other is, have we gotten so far to the point where we're overworked and any time off costs money that we're not able to get away for an extended period of time to go do something like that?
I mean,
and it worries me because like it was not a small difference. It was a major difference in number of people.
as my man, what is it, Anthony Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond.
Yeah.
Working my,
That's
what is it, 17 hours? Oh, basically being overworked and underpaid way too fucking long, all right? Not thinking right. I can't think of this. And I was just listening to that song. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I'm just going to say
Richmond, north of Richmond.
But no, I really, like, I was like, I don't know what it is, but it was bad. Like, you'd see one family of like two, or like the parents and maybe a kid or two. And then you'd see 7, 8, 9 different families of Asians, the French, a bunch of different.
Ugh.
Yeah.
A little croissant. Put a little cheese on my croissant.
But I mean, they would have like 4, 5 different kids with them themselves, and the Indians. The Indians were real bad about that too. Like there was a bunch of them. Yes.
Apologize. Feather or dot?
The dot.
Oh, okay.
The dot. Yeah.
They're recording me all the time.
It doesn't help we're recording ourselves
All the time.
but
I can see that.
it was crazy. Like I was just like, what is going on? Like outnumbered.
I've never really thought about it, but you mentioned that, and now I'm sitting here thinking back. Whenever the last time I went and walked the USS Lexington, I think it's a Lexington right there in Corpus.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it how it is. I actually got irritated on the ship on the top deck because I'm walking around and I see 4 families maybe. And I'm assuming all 4 were American because there were 2 black families, me, my family, obviously, from the islands of Caucasus, and then another white family. Assuming the 2 black families were American.
Yeah.
There was probably 4 American families. The rest were freaking Japanese. And I'm sitting here like, well, you come back to finish the job or what? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
If I was y'all, I don't know if I'd be wanting to sit, and they're all talking like Mandarin or whatever they're talking.
Whatever their language
like
is.
it, and I'm just sitting here like, that was the first time and only time I've ever really paid attention to it. And I'm like, there's really no American families here. And I wonder if it's because it is a tourist location, like the national parks and stuff like that. They come to visit America, so they're going to go do things while they're here. So maybe that's why there is more of that. And we are always here. And how many times have you ever went?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe
I don't know. It really threw me for a loop though. I was real confused. And man, for the most part, everybody was pretty straightforward and respectful and everything. But the Asians, they didn't give a shit.
Other than that one Asian
No, they literally didn't give a shit. They would like walk in the middle of the pathway and like take the whole thing up, and didn't move out of your way. Everybody else seemed to like kind of understand the assignment.
Landon, you're 6'4". Step over them.
I will. I kind of. Well.
You almost did on that one you tried to push off.
I tried, And then I started to like walk around. So Ashley walks. There's this rock, right? And you've got to like walk up it to get to a pathway and all this other stuff. And a lady sits down right in the middle. And I'm like, okay, well, that's.
And by lady, are we talking about the Asian Karen? The Karen?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
So she sits down right here. And so it's really hard to get around the back. And then like the waterfall is over here. And so you try to like squeeze your way around and make sure you don't like fall in or anything.
Size 15 shoes don't squeeze well.
Yeah, no. And so Ashley goes around and I'm like walking around and I see this lady and she's got this stick that she picked up and I guess is using it as a walking stick. And I'm like, okay. And I go to
Either
step.
that or she's going to kung fu your ass.
I think that's what she was trying to do. I went to step over it and all of a sudden the stick ended up, I took my right foot and stepped over and the stick ended up between my ankle on my left leg and the front of my ankle on my right leg. It like karate chopped in between and I tripped and I was like, what the hell? Brother, I don't get mad. That's probably one of the top like 5 maddest I've ever been in my life. And I really wanted to pick her little ass up and throw her over the edge. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, did you pick that thing up? I was like, what is this doing?
Why in the fuck do you have a stick bigger than you anyway?
Yeah. I was like, what? Like, did she just hit me with that? Like, shove it in between my legs and try to, it's what it felt like. I mean, I could have easily grabbed it with my shoe and picked it up.
You could be being sensitive, but in the moment.
But in the moment, I was like, she picked it because I was being careful. And typically, like if I trip and do stupid shit, it's normally because I'm just being careless.
Yeah.
But I was being careful, and that thing jumped up and bit me in the ankle.
Something jumped up and bit me.
Yep. And so I was real pissed. I stood over there contemplating. I was like, do I knee her in the back of the head on the way back by, or do I just pick her up and throw her over the waterfall right now?
How much is the jail time if I just toss her into the waterfall?
I was close. Ashley, like we walked back down and Ashley was like, you got really close to her on the way back by. I was like, yeah, I was kind of trying to figure out if I wanted to knee her in the back of the head or not. Oh God. I guess I decided not to.
Say that was
I'm still here.
I wanted to hear that full story because that was the one message I got was I almost just threw an Asian off a waterfall.
Yeah. No, I was, dude, I don't know, man. Like top 5 maddest I've ever been for no other reason than a stick. And that's pretty wild to say.
Was she old? Was she young?
She was younger. She was like probably mid 30s, early 40s. But I mean, she could have been in her 60s because Asian people just don't age.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I get it. Black women, God bless you. You're 80 years old. You look like you're 30. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
Y'all age like a fine wine. White people, we age like milk.
Not good.
I don't understand how Asians age so well because that's true. You go into a nail salon, you're talking to a lady that's doing your toes, and you come to find out she's 83 and she looks like she's 24. I'm like, what the hell?
Yo. No, that was I wasn't sure. I assume about 40-ish.
Yeah.
But
so old as dirt. Got it.
Yeah.
Anything older than me is older than dirt.
Hell yeah.
Anything younger than me is babies.
Child.
I'm perfect age.
Always.
Yeah. Just keep getting
always,
better with
always.
age.
But no, I mean, that was kind of, I mean, and as we got up into Glacier, it was, I guess, less touristy.
Yeah.
And more Americans. And so I was like, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I was just real confused about the whole situation.
Nope. I don't know. I've never really sat down and when I went on a vacation somewhere and thought about it or looked other than, like I said, the Lexington. And that was because we were up on the very top on the flight deck where the planes take off and everything. And it's a big open area. And I'm looking around and all I see is Asians. And I'm like, that's kind of weird.
It's a little strange.
This is a Pearl Harbor ship that Pearl Harbor Memorial and a lot of Asians here. Maybe that's just me being a little piece of shit American thinking like that. But,
and that may be my whole deal, but I was just like, you know, is it money? Is it time? Is it nobody gives a shit to go walk like this? Or maybe just nobody cares about Yellowstone? I don't know.
I would honestly think
And not saying that we're better than anybody, but there's probably not a lot of people that get off the same shit we get off to.
That is true.
Like going and hiking through the mountains and shit like that. We enjoy that shit.
Oh yeah.
And there's probably not a lot of people that enjoy it.
Probably not.
So, I mean, taking a national park tour, if you're not at the campgrounds, I can see it not being a whole lot of Americans out and about
Yeah.
hiking up and down. Because we are a lazy culture.
Yeah, as a society.
Yeah.
For sure. So that's just my takeaway from all that. It was an adventure.
A lot of foreigners, a lot of driving.
Yeah.
What was it, 4,500 miles?
4,500 miles in 11 days. That's some miles.
So y'all basically pulled in, hiked around, spent the night, woke up the very next morning, hauled ass.
Yeah.
Pulled in, hiked around, spent the night, woke up, hauled ass.
Yeah.
Where did y'all spend the most of y'all's time at?
So we stayed 2 days in Teton.
Teton.
Jackson.
My ex-girlfriend?
Jackson, Wyoming. So that's by the Teton National Forest.
Okay.
But we stayed 2 days there. We stayed 2 days at Yellowstone, and I think we stayed 2 days in Whitefish, Montana.
Where was the best wildlife?
What all did we see? So there was some mountain goats.
Wasn't it you that sent me the picture of was it an elk in a hot air balloon?
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I need to get into that story too.
All right, yeah, go
Yep.
for it. I just now remembered it.
Yeah.
I just remember you sending me and Gare Bear the picture.
Yeah. So I know I've said it on here before. Deathly afraid of heights. Hate that shit. But we were driving to go whitewater rafting, and we're driving kind of towards some
That's
mountains.
definitely a white person sport.
Yeah.
Not for me. I ain't doing it.
Yeah. No, you'd have a good time. I mean, it wasn't crazy.
I love being on the water, but something being on the water in a balloon at 80 miles an hour doesn't seem to resonate with my head.
It wasn't that fast. I mean, the one we did, it was a minor one, because heaven forbid Kinsley do anything adventurous, she's gonna lose her shit. So we definitely took the easy way out.
And she is a prime teenager.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite stories where Landon's like, I thought she would love this. I want to do this. And she's like, you're so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
Why are we doing this? Can I just go home? Can you send me home? I want to go home. I'm like, stop. But then there's other times.
Dad just put me on a plane.
Yeah. There's other times where she was like having a blast and like didn't think about it. And then as soon as we got back in the car and like she had time to like concentrate and think and stuff, she's like, I don't want to be here.
In her defense,
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
4,500 miles for a 13-year-old.
Yeah. Dude, and a trooper too. Like no bathroom breaks, don't give a shit. I'm like, hey, you need to use the bathroom? Nope, I'm good.
I have to give her some credit. After about 2,500 miles of that trip, I'd have been like, all right, dude, let's fucking pick somewhere and stay. What are we doing?
Yeah. No, it was a blast. I really had a good time. But anyway, so we were driving towards the whitewater rafting, and off in the distance by the mountains, there's a couple of hot air balloons going up. And Ashley was like, I really want to do that. I was like, it looks awesome, but I'm too scared to do it. And so she's like, I think I might. And so eventually she kind of decided I'm going to. And I was like, when am I ever going to do this again?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, like how many chances do you get to go in a hot air balloon?
And this is coming from the guy that since I'd say 13 years old has told me he's going to get his pilot license and own his own plane.
It's happening.
Afraid of heights.
It's happening.
And he wants me to fly with him.
No. So anyways, I was like, okay, I'm nervous, but I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Got Ashley to book it and all that stuff. And we went and they started filling them up. And I was like, oh shit, here we go.
It's about to happen.
It's getting real. It's getting real.
It's like when you put those seatbelts on the roller coaster. You're like, hey, ain't no backing out now.
Yep, too late now. And so we get in and it kind of starts to take off. And there's like immediately, I see an elk over here. Pretty nice elk, I will say.
I say you only look like 20, 30 feet above the ground, maybe.
Yeah, we weren't very far yet. And that was the sketchiest part, is like coming up and you're like drifting towards trees. And I'm just like, guys, can we get up? Yeah, I want to go. Like, let's go. Because I was thinking, oh, maybe they'll have like somebody on the ground holding a rope, like holding you in place. No, as soon as you lift off, you're on power.
Did you look up the statistics on landing those things?
No, didn't pay attention to nothing.
If you ever want to get on one again, don't do it.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Well, look up the statistics and then you tell me if you want to do that again or not. There is no way to land them. Like 90% of injuries happen on the landing because they flip, they roll. Like sometimes people have to jump out of it and try to pull it down. Like there's no way of really landing them.
So I'll get into that too. But
That just seems sketchy as fuck.
so while we were like, as we were coming up over the trees, that's when I was nervous. And as we got a little higher, I was like, oh, okay. It's no big deal.
How high did y'all go, do you think?
10,000 feet.
Okay.
Like enough to kill you in an instant. So it was a little sketchy, but like, I don't know. Once I got up there and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not coming down. There's nothing I can do about it.
You don't want to come down at that point.
I'm up here. So, okay. It really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this isn't bad. I think the whole like having something under your feet that's stable and like not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, a piece of basket.
Hey, that's fine by me. Like the thing, I think the scaredness of heights, like on a roof, is that like there's a slope there, and it's not going to take much for me to go. Whew.
See, that I don't know. That don't bother me. Like I used to climb roofs all the time.
Yeah, you were doing that all the time,
It has no, but hot air balloon does sketch me a little bit.
dude. The amount of control that son of a gun had. Maybe I just got the best pilot in the world.
Yeah.
But he would sit there and he was like, okay, he would go up to a certain feet and like, he's like, oh, the wind here is going this way and the wind here is going, and like, he would move through everything. And we got up to 10,000 feet and he was like, okay, he's like, we're going to head over here towards these pastures. And he's like, okay, I'm going to come down to this. And he hit a certain thing and pulled a cord and it spun the basket around. And then we just,
That is kind of cool.
the direction that he said he was wanting to go. I was like, I thought these things were just floating in nothingness.
You get up there and you land somewhere.
Yeah, whatever you, and dude, he would bring us down to like 5 feet above the ground, and he's like, okay, he's like, the way that the temperature is and everything is right now, we're gonna hit a thermal. He said, I don't have to do anything. So we would start drifting down and get to like 5 feet above this pasture, and then we'd hit a thermal and we'd just climb by itself. It was insane.
That is kind of cool if you had somebody explaining shit to you.
It was really interesting. Like I was like, okay, I really like this now, because he was like doing different shit. And like there was one time, and I don't know if he just wasn't good at math, but he was good at other things. But he was like, yeah, we're gonna touch down just a little bit, and then I'm gonna touch the front down, and then I'm gonna have the basket spin on its axis or whatever and stop. It would have worked. He touched it down, but there was 5 people over here and 12 people over here, because it was
How big is the fucking basket?
it was huge, dude. I mean, they're massive.
Damn.
Like,
I always think about like a 4-person max basket you're standing in.
no, that's the way I thought of it. But as
Yeah.
you get up to it, it's like 10 to 12 feet long and like segmented off. So the pilot's got the whole middle section. Him and I guess he had a co-pilot. She like last minute decided to jump in. She was like, hey, I'm gonna go with y'all, and like catches the basket on the way up and like throws herself over. I was like, you're wild.
Nope.
So she's like doing that shit, and so it's them two in the middle, and then there's a section over here where me and Ashley were in. There's a section over here where another family was in. It was a husband and wife, and it was the wife's mother. She was 90. Like,
Bucket list, brother.
yeah, she was like, I've always wanted to do it, just had never got the chance to. But like climbed the ladder on her own and was like, no, I got this, and like hopping in the bucket or basket. I was like, that's damn.
My dad's 50 and he can't do that.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, son of a gun. And then the other side was like a really big family. It was, I don't know, they were French or something else. They were foreign.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they were all like,
Little croissant.
they like packed in this side of the basket. So as we touched down, it like, and like pulled them down, because it was more of
The
them.
weight.
Yeah. But if he would have like spun the basket around and hit them first, we would have spun.
See, that's what gets me is everything I've ever read on that talks about how you can't plan the landing really.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the reason, because thermal layers and shit like that. I never really got into it or cared to.
I would
but
have never known before I went. that was, but see, that's the thing is like, whenever we went to land, he just brought it down. And I think the sketchiest part is that thing obviously immediately wants to go back up. And so he set us down, and they had chase vehicles. And so he radioed down to them, pulled them in the same pasture that we were going to be in. And it's like, all right, here's where I'm going to land on this side of this creek, be there. And then and so he brings it down and touches down right there. And then they go to like trying to grab it and stuff. And that's whenever it kind of got a little more sketchy, is because it wanted to go back up. Yeah. They wanted it down, and it was like pulling them up off the ground.
All right, babe, as soon as this thing lands, we're jumping.
Well, and they said that they were like, listen, this is still kind of like these landings are hit and miss. So don't get out of the basket until we tell you, because wherever this basket goes is where these trucks go. So if you jump out, right there is where you're sitting. That thing could end up another 500 yards or whatever. And I was like, I'd walk it. Yeah. I don't care. But I mean, overall, if you jump out of the basket, it could leave your head.
Yeah. If they hit something and they go 5 miles, you're going 5 miles to find them.
Yep. No, it was interesting. I've never done it before. I would do it again though. Like, as sketchy as it.
I've screwed myself looking at statistics on it. There hadn't been a whole lot of statistics that really frightened me, but that one I was like, that's not good. That's not good odds. And it's like the death statistics aren't bad.
Yeah, it's just flipping a
injury and stuff like that. The sketchiness of it, I'm like, God almighty.
Yep.
I don't know if I like that.
Well, and people don't pay attention. They give you a little safety briefing at the thing. They're like, okay, if this thing is coming down hard, we will let you know. And you get down, like hunker down and grab this handle.
Yep. And
he was like, okay, it's going to be a smooth landing or whatever. And all the people freaking like duck and they're like grabbing this. I was like, I don't know if you should do that.
It said smooth landing.
We're good.
And maybe that's why, because they can't determine if it's going to be a good landing or not. And sometimes they have to land.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I may have had just one of the best balloon pilots out there. The dude
just had a lucky day, lucky climate, good pilot.
I mean, he said, what did he say? He said they've had 3 really bad landings in 30 years. So
just a good location for it.
Maybe just a good location. And I think the one that worries me, like as far as like other balloons and stuff, like I was really worried about like the other balloon coming up into us and stuff like that. But like with the layers and stuff that they know how to hit, like they were just like sailing apart.
Just gone. Yeah.
But like the Santa Fe Balloon Festival or whatever, you're putting hundreds of balloons in the air. And I'm like, that one might be a little sketchy.
But I'm sure you're within arm's reach of people at that many balloons.
Yep. And the other thing is like, I mean, you get a bunch of people that don't know what the hell they're doing as much.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, he flies the same balloon in the same area every summer.
Yeah.
So it's
probably every day of every summer.
Yeah.
How long was the flight?
I think it was rough.
How long was the float?
The float. It was roughly about an hour. I think we hit it right at an hour.
That's pretty cool.
So it was a cool time. I've got all kinds of pictures and stuff.
Kinsley go with you?
No.
Stay in the car or what?
She stayed in the hotel.
Oh.
That was one of those that I was like, I'm not even going to push this issue.
I don't know. She might have loved that one.
No. She's like me, but still scared of things.
That's fair. Doesn't fight it too good.
No. She doesn't like heights, so.
That's fair.
I can't even pick her up and throw her on my shoulders before she's like,
And the poor girl's like 6 foot tall at 13. You'd think she would
She gonna have to get used to it.
She up there.
Oh, God bless. Good Lord.
What?
44 minutes already.
Well, shut the fuck up every once in a while.
Right? Fuck me.
I didn't even notice there was 44 minutes till you pointed that out.
I know. I just went to like adjust and I was like, holy shit.
And I apologize for all the guns and parts on the table. Landon was nerding out with the computer, so I was doing little takedown practice and tearing shit apart and putting it back together just for the hell of it.
If you've never torn down a Glock, just do it for fun. It's enjoyable.
It really is weird. Because like I was sitting over here and I bet I did it 50 times.
Oh, yeah.
And then get to where you just close your eyes and then try to do it. I was having a blast with it. I don't know why it was so fun. Landon told me, he was like, just grab one of those, start tearing it apart. You'll have fun with it.
Yep. No, it's an enjoyable situation.
Maybe that's why you have a tism with like gunsmithing.
Probably.
Being able to tear shit down, figure out how it all works, put it all back together.
And then find better ways to put it back together than like normal people.
Yeah. Tell us the story about your magnet use.
Oh yeah. So I don't Lordy.
This, I don't know if anybody will be interested by this, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that's going to see this and think about it and be like, that's so simple and stupid. Why didn't I think about that? I put you on the spot. You tore that thing down in about
2 seconds.
I was going to say 13 seconds all the way down, and now it took you 13 seconds to do that.
Yeah. So the takedown pins, I don't know. I mean, if you've built an AR, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The front takedown pin here, the way it goes in is that you've got a spring and a channel down here. And with that spring, you've got to put a detent in and then slide the takedown pin in. Well, for the most part, this spring and detent right here typically just go flying. Like more times than not, you're going to lose at least one or two springs.
Think about compressing a spring and letting it go.
Yeah. It goes flying. So whenever I started doing this, I was like, there's got to be a better way. You know, I lost quite a few in the very beginning. And then I was like, you know, if I took, say, one of the little small, like rare earth magnets, the neodymium or whatever, and put it on the back side of this, and then instead of putting the detent in the hole and trying to compress everything in the beginning, attach it to the takedown pin. And so with that, I was able to use the takedown pin and then push it in there with the spring and then push it in the hole. And I've run across so many people that are like, holy crap, how did you come up with that idea? Because that's...
And a lot of people tell you to buy expensive kits and fancy kits and shit
there's
to
fancy
do it.
kits where you can put the detent through the takedown pin. But, I mean, you're talking another $20 item that you don't have to do. It's not that much better, but it's an easy fix to just throw a magnet on there, attach the detent, and then pop it in.
Well, he was kind of telling me about that earlier, and I was sitting here like, I never would have thought about putting a magnet on it. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You have a magnet blocking the way, it ain't going to shoot back out.
Yep. It's not going to go flying. But no,
here's a little
gunsmithing tidbits.
That little tip for you right there. All you need is a little bit of tism, and you can figure out that magnets work on metal.
All kinds of stuff, but
you know, and that is my favorite thing about you working on guns, especially like firearms, is watching you in little bitty things where people are buying kits and shit for stuff, and you're like, I'm just going to use a toothpick.
yeah.
I'll use a magnet. And it works just as easy as like the people doing it in the video. And it might be your first time, their 1,000th time, and you do it just as easy as them using something you literally picked up off the ground.
Yeah, everyday items. I don't know. That's the guns and the building and stuff. That's where, I guess, like you said, my tism
Your
really,
tism comes out.
really comes out. And I mean, just tinkering with that crap.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's an understanding with ARs that I have that just seems like it's a different.
Well, you spent a lot of years too where you're like, I'm not buying ARs. I don't want to buy a full AR.
Nope.
I want to build it myself.
Yeah.
So like 90% of the ARs, now you might still have, but 90% of the ones you had at one point for sure, probably a lot of them in the safe in there.
Yeah, they're all
completely built from
yeah
spare pins and bolts and like, and you just built them yourself.
Well, and during that time, like there was so many people trying to build ARs because they were so expensive. I mean, this was back in 2011, Obama get rid of guns.
Thanks,
era.
Obama.
Yeah, thanks, Obama. But I would have people come over and they were like, hey, I need help. And they would bring me a bunch of parts and they'd be like, oh, can you put this together for me? And eventually I figured it out to the point where I had their leftover parts and I was building guns. I mean, obviously you can't build a leftover lower. Yeah. But you can take a lot of the pins and springs and all of that stuff and the grips, and I can throw together a lower that would have cost me $150, but it cost me $30. Mm-hmm. So that's where a lot of my building came in.
I know, and I can't remember exactly what gun it was or anything like that, but I do remember at one point you had about a $1,200 AR, and you're like, "Yeah, I built it for like less than $300."
Yep.
And I was like, "Damn, that's dope as shit." But it was just off of leftover shit or different kits you bought that had leftover shit, and you're like just throwing it all in there.
Yep.
And like it probably would have been cheaper too if you would have had a spare upper or spare
Oh,
lower
yeah.
laying around.
Yeah, for sure. No, it would have been. I don't know. That was the fun part about that shit is just putting together ARs and building shit.
Stop staring at me.
Make me nervous. But no, I mean, I always love doing that shit. Typically now I'm gonna probably say to go buy a completely built AR
Yeah.
just because they've gotten so cheap and obtainable.
No point in
Yeah,
not.
as to where once upon a time it was so fucking hard to get them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you would find people paying $1,500 for like the cheapest shit AR that anybody could throw together.
But saying that was one thing I noticed today because I went and bought a gun today.
Oh shit!
So that was one thing I noticed today is there's a lot of ARs in there that were $600 to. I mean, you had some up there for $3 or $4 grand.
You could get really expensive.
But back whenever you first got into guns, and I was like, I might buy me an AR and just join you in the planking. You couldn't find one for $500-$600.
No,
And there was like a whole shelf in there of ARs and shit for that cheap.
Yep.
And not bad brands
No,
either,
they're
like good brands.
and they're not like. I remember once upon a time you could find a Carbon 15 deep. I think it's a DPMS. Anyways, they would build the lower out of carbon, and it was $500 or $600 for that, and that was just the cheapest thing you could find. And like they would break right back here by the trigger and stuff, and just be a disaster. I say trigger. I guess it was probably the butt stock in that area.
I hate whenever my butt breaks.
Yeah. Yep. No, that was a crazy time. We were
Just imagine. I'm going to call you out, probably
okay.
make you feel bad about yourself again. Think
No.
about if you never would have bought a gun till like the prices went down. How much money do you think you would have saved in your lifetime? Not counting resale value into it, because I do know there was one point in your life too where you sold like a quarter of your guns and had like $45,000 sitting in the bank, which was very impressive in itself.
No,
but not counting that, how much money do you think you would have saved if you never got into guns?
Oh God, a bunch. It's a lot.
You thinking six figures?
Probably just under that.
God,
Just for not getting into guns, but I mean, it's also made me money too, though.
well, yeah, and like I
I'm
said,
not-
that's why I didn't want to add that in, because there was like 6 month window, and you're like, I don't want to work yet. Like,
Yeah.
got laid off, and you're like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
So you had your nest egg, you lived on that, and you're like, still not ready. Sold like a quarter of your guns. And next thing I know, you're sending me pictures and you going on vacations and shit. And I'm like, thought you were running out of your nest egg. You're like, oh, I got $50,000 off of selling this, and this. And I'm like,
just cleared out guns and made it work.
so all those gurus that tell you to invest your money, dividends, just buy guns.
Just buy guns.
In 6 months' time, you could have $50,000, $60,000 right there in your bank account.
Yep.
I don't know anybody that can't live off of $60,000 for a year.
No, I mean,
I'm not real good at it, but if I had to, if I didn't want to work, I could live off $60,000 in a
you
year.
can make it work. No, shit, dude. It's always been a hobby of mine. I love doing it. It's I don't know, something I go back to every now and then. I'm like, I want to do this, and then I'm like, no, I need to save money, or I need to do this. I need to do extra stuff. Or
So that's the shitty thing. You're working on buying a house. I'm working on building a house. Once we're stationary, once I build, I'm never going to leave again until my kids are graduated. And the game plan and the goal is to be able to just travel.
Yeah.
Like whether I'm working for somewhere where I can travel for work,
Yeah.
or if we have our own things going that we have plans to do, and I can just leave for a week every once in a while. But the goal is to fucking travel. And I forgot where I was going with this.
Brother, it's starting to get late, and it's starting to catch up with me because I had some shit I was talking about, and I was like, and it's gone. You want to travel,
I want to travel.
but you built the house.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously the goal is to travel and shit like that. But once we get done building the house and we're all stationary, there's a lot of money that I'm dumping into bullshit to build. There's a lot of money you're dumping into savings to save to buy a house.
Yep.
I have a feeling our
Expanded gun walls.
our gun's gonna get expanded real quick.
Yep.
Being that we're both taking a hiatus from buying. I say that, and I just, like I said, I just went and bought a gun today, but we're taking I had to buy one.
That's it. It was a necessity.
It is technically a tax write-off. Not really. I mean, it is for the business.
Yeah. I mean, it could be at some point.
It's for the YouTube.
It will be on the YouTube
Yeah.
videos.
It's going to be on one of the YouTube videos, so I had to buy it.
Hey, I think that's the
I
best
really
part,
didn't want
is
to.
You really could use like a brand new computer for gaming, but it's now a tax write-off because it's also the best editing PC around.
Well, see, and that's what I said, because I run everything off my laptop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to just sit down, say screw it. Maybe even go to Best Buy or whatever and just put together a badass editing PC. And you can play games on
I'm
almost
gonna make
anything.
you build it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Great.
It's fun. I enjoy that one. It's so fucking weird. Honestly, that's the weird.
You just like building shit and taking shit apart, I think.
I do. And I think because with editing, and that's the reason like I didn't want to edit in the first place, and I didn't enjoy editing whenever I did edit the video and all that good stuff. Like, I think that's the one thing is like that's tedious because yeah, it's putting something together, but like it's not physical.
Yeah.
I can't go fucking deconstruct it and change it if I want to.
And I think that's why we make a good team. Because I love the analytical and like tedious stuff. I turn, and what's weird is I hardly ever listen to like techno or dubstep music, but I'll turn that shit on in the background while I'm working on that shit, and I will get into a fucking flow state.
That's
and
awesome.
I think that's like Cerakoting. I think that's why I love that kind of shit. It's so fine-tuned details. It's all like paying attention to every little thing. And I think that's why I enjoy that shit, because of the tediousness of it, and you have to be focused. And I can forget all the other stresses in like sharpening knives, cleaning guns. We talked about that earlier, just me and you. You're like, nah, whatever. And I'm like, no, I enjoy it. Like, I probably over clean my guns because I will sit down, tear that bitch apart, and go to cleaning and just forget about the world.
Yeah.
And it's the tediousness of it that gets me.
Honestly, now that I'm looking at this and like kind of trying to take a step back from like, okay, what makes me tick? It is incredible that I never got into Legos.
Dude, yeah, you would be a fucking hardcore nerd. We would not have any guns
No,
on the wall.
we would just
We'd
be
have
Legos.
Millennium Falcons. And
Yeah, it would be. I never tickled my fancy. I don't know why.
I'll
but
take
like
your fancy.
you always do.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean it is 1 o'clock in the morning almost. So
son of a bitch.
But like with all of this stuff, with guns, computers, and vehicles to an extent, like you can put this on, take it off, change it, move this around.
There's always an upgrade.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. And so I think that's what has like even it can be tedious as long as it's something that I can change.
See, I've always thought with you, and you might be 100% right on maybe it's just you like taking it apart, putting it back together, that kind of tedious physical tediousness. Where mine, I like the mental because it makes me forget about the world. Makes me forget about all the shit going on, problems, stresses, anything like that. And I'm right here.
Yeah.
It like grounds me. With yours, it's the physical side of it. And I always thought it wasn't the building and taking it apart. I always thought it was the upgrading with you. Because if you think back to a lot of your guns, especially pistols, you would get like Glock 17. Right. And I'm just throwing one out there. Bare stock off the shelf. And then the next thing you'd do is buy a new slide.
Yep.
Then you'd buy a new barrel. Then you'd get it threaded. Then you'd buy a suppressor. Then you'd buy optics. Then you'd buy a light. Then you'd buy a bigger mag or, you
Yeah.
know, whatever. It always
Upgrades.
upgrade. Then as soon as you had nothing else you could upgrade, you would sell it.
Yeah.
Buy another Glock 17. Bare bones. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always thought maybe Landon just likes the upgrade. And that's why I always was like, I don't know why this guy don't just get into cars.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not the upgrade. Maybe it really is just the I can always fiddle with it.
Yeah.
And then when there's no more fiddling left to do, time for a new one.
Yeah. I can just get something
Yeah.
different. I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, I have seen you multiple times with $1,000 pistol and then sell it for $4,000 because you've gradually steady just upgraded it. And then when you couldn't do anything else with it, you're like, get rid of it. And then buy the exact same fucking pistol again, just the 2025 version instead of the 2022 version.
Yeah.
And start all
go
over.
from there. That does make sense. I mean, the very few guns that I hang on to are SBRs.
I'm about to say a lot of
To
yours,
a point where
I'm going to say keepsakes.
they're registered, so I can't exactly just be like, okay, I'm done with them, and they just come off the registry.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, a lot of yours, and I would also say is like a
SBR.
keepsake type situation.
yeah,
Because like, look at your Ghetto Badger.
yeah,
That's like a one of one.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not a one of one, but I mean, basically is, you know what I mean?
Nobody else has built it.
So like little things like that, or like some of your revolvers, like you got it from like a parent or a
Yeah.
grandparent. Like those are really the only ones I've ever seen you hold on to.
Yeah,
Now, the fastest ones I've seen you sell is scars.
gone. Get them out of here.
How many times have you bought one of those motherfuckers saying, I'm going to like it this time, and then fucking shoot it one time, hate it, and be like, all right, it's gone.
3
Three of them.
and
And I enjoy shooting scars. What's your deal?
One.
Do you?
Yeah.
Already?
But it's every time because I get one and I'm like, okay, this is thing. It'll be cool this time, and I play with it and I shoot it and I'm just like, it just doesn't do anything. It feels light and plasticky almost.
Yeah.
Although the light should be a good thing. Like to me in my head, it's like, I don't know, I don't like this, but I've always wanted an SBR scar, like a 5.56 SBR, and so I keep going back to it, and I'm like, if I just got it and built it, then I would have to have it, and I would have to enjoy it.
And it would be registered at that point. You couldn't get rid
Yeah.
of it. So what's your issue with them? Just the lightness, or just not as fun to shoot as you ever build it up to, or what do you think it is?
I think in my head, I'm like, okay, this thing's gonna be awesome. Like a scar, everybody loves a scar.
Yeah.
You know, I think one of the oldest memories I have of a scar is Black Ops 2 on Town.
Oh yeah.
So there was the Scar H, and then there was the RPD.
Yeah.
And those were the two like belt feds that you used or whatever. And so like, I'm like, that's the coolest fucking gun ever. But then I get it and I'm like, dude, if I drop this thing wrong, because the barrel, they use a pencil barrel on it. And so it's super light and super thin. I'm like, if I drop this thing wrong, it's
going to break.
And so like, I don't know. And me with guns, like I've always said it, and I always will. They're a tool.
Yeah.
Like you want to take my gun and throw it in the back of a truck and just,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even freaking say anything.
I mean, getting into Cerakote and you're like, yeah, you can destroy any of them.
Yep, you're
We'll
good.
fix it.
Well, yeah.
And a lot of people are like, well, that's a $3,000 gun. You can't do that. And you're like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. No, it's a gun. It's a tool.
Yeah.
Like if I was buying them to look like, obviously they look cool.
Yeah.
That's the reason we put the wall back there instead of just off to the side.
Well, that, and you can't really fit much more in the 4 safes you have.
That's true. But beside the point. I mean,
we put the cooler ones on the wall.
yeah. And I don't know. I've always looked at them as a tool instead of like, obviously I do think they're cool, but like it's a tool. I'm going to use it. And if I don't use it, then if it gets beat up a little bit, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
It's just the way I've always looked at them.
And essentially you're not wrong.
They're fully.
Once you pay for it, the money's gone.
Yeah.
The only way to get it back is to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's yours. Use it how you use it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as a tool, it makes sense. I mean, if you're not shooting it, all it is fucking sitting somewhere collecting dust.
Yeah. A paperweight.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, they're all built out of metal. Like I'm not running around grabbing polymer guns everywhere. Like my pistols are, but
Yeah.
I treat those like shit too.
You really do. Although this one right here, I really do like this gun.
That one's probably been babied the most out of any of them.
Why is that?
It's a holster gun. Typically, it's in a holster.
So you just
It's been
out
protected.
of necessity. It's a
Yeah.
This gun is cool.
Yeah. That one's pretty cool. I mean, that's still.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why that one all of a sudden, like, I've thought about selling all kinds of guns again recently. That one's not one of them, and it never will be.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I do like that one too. I saw one today, and I guess it goes back to the light, but the concept of the grip itself, the handle, was great. It's a target handle.
Okay.
A target grip. So, I mean, thing was that big around.
Oh, shit.
So, I mean, it's for you to put your hand on it, stay stationary, and it kind of forces you just with the finger. That way you're as precise as you possibly can. Makes perfect sense. And I'm like, as far as practicing shooting and getting better at shooting, I probably should buy a gun like that and work on my speed training with that grip. Work on my my groups with that grip.
Yeah.
It forces you to do it right. But looking at it and like feeling it, I was like, there's zero chance I'd keep it. I want something comfortable in my hand, and that feels fucking weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And that's like my thing. And I think what we're talking about with the 19, why I'm such a huge fan of the old G19 is it's just bigger.
Yeah.
I have a big ass claw.
Yeah.
But it's still compact for a carry gun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Son, am I losing you?
No, not at all. This the time is losing me is what it is.
You should have had a
I should
fucked up energy drink at midnight.
Oh, man. No, I mean, I agree.
I'm going to go home. My wife's going to be pissed.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be real
Like,
mad.
why do you have so much energy at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, no. I like the skinnier grip of this one.
I do like skinnier grips, but I like long.
Yeah.
I like
that
long
one's-
ones. That one fits
that one's
perfectly.
long.
That one's dope. But I would hate to carry this
Oh, yeah. No, you
because
wouldn't want
it's
to carry
so
that.
big. And that's my thing with the OG Lock 19 is you have this same
Yup.
like
The same length of
Length,
the grip.
but
then
this is
it's way shorter than that.
if I say little bitty.
Yep.
It's holding it today. It's probably that much above my finger.
Okay.
So it's probably about right here. My finger's on the other side, damn it. They're probably like right here.
Yeah.
And there was just something about it. And I was like, yeah. Because I'm a big revolver guy.
Yeah.
I fucking love revolvers. Practical use setting. Unless I'm going to carry 2 fucking speed loaders on me, 5 to 6
old
shots,
moon clips.
they don't really go very far.
No. You end up running out of ammo pretty quick.
And I don't know if it's me shooting or if it's just a general knowledge. Revolvers aren't as accurate, in my opinion.
Well,
Like, at a closer distance, I will give you that. But you get to 24, 25 foot,
no, I agree.
I don't think they're as accurate.
Well, I mean, a lot of it is because if you're trying to use it in a defensive situation, you're going to have to pull back past that double action.
Yeah.
If you had the time to single action it every time, that's a different ballgame.
See, I was thinking most of the ones I carry are stubs, little snubby nose.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe
you
barrel
do
length
have
has a
that,
lot
what,
to do
the-
with it.
You've got the SP101 in a 38 special, and
yeah.
a 2 2.25 inch barrel, I think it is.
Yeah. I mean,
It's yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
and I was thinking, well, maybe it's just the shorter barrel length. You know, if I'm not going to be able to carry it, but one of mine that I'm going to get is a Judge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe the Judge, because I want the longer barrel. I want the big beefy barrel. I'm going to spend like fucking $1,200 on that gun just because I want what I fucking want in it.
Yeah.
It's not to be able to shoot 4 different things and shotguns, and I don't care about all that. I want the look of it. That's what I love about that gun.
You can carry it.
That thing's so heavy.
The one I traded for that. When was that?
A few years ago.
We were coming back from the coast.
Yeah.
I traded for that one, and it came with a holster.
Yeah. But say you can carry it, but that thing, I want the long barrel.
Yeah.
I want it looks like a fucking double stack barrel. That thing's like fucking this wide. It's full bore basically is what it looks like. And I don't know. It's just so big. And then the thing will shoot a 410. So the cylinder on that thing is like
you got
freaking
a
that long.
3-inch cylinder on it.
So I don't know. I would never be able to carry it, but I love the look of it.
Yeah.
But something like that, I'm like, shooting a 45 out of it, I could probably shoot it pretty accurate.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, I don't know. So when you think about a logical, tactical situation in self-defense, something happens, I want to be able to pull, draw, fire.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't want to. You don't want to be carrying that thing.
Yeah. So,
I mean, you pull it out and you might scare whoever the hell is trying to attack you away. That's for damn
say
sure.
you pop some 410s at them, those things, I don't know. Oh, yeah, obviously you have. If you haven't heard a shotgun shell come out of a pistol, that thing is loud.
Yeah.
You'll have DNA samples for sure because they will shut down one leg and up the other. And back to loud. Fuck you and your suppressors. They don't make your guns more powerful, you idiot.
They're not even that much like
You're wrong.
on an AR. They are not that much more quiet.
Oh, that gets me back to one of the other comments.
Yeah.
The 223 being quieter. Subsonic 223 was quieter than my 22 suppressed. And the guy was like, oh, that's crazy. It's like 223 is a variant of a 22. Who would have known?
Yeah. That one got me.
We got some fucking savages that fucking subscribe to us, bro, and I love it.
Yeah. No, that one got me. And then, like, just overall, I mean, it's not. I don't care what the hell you think. And because I didn't respond to you, I really hope that's not you thinking that you won, because I was just like, I can't argue with this because, man, I can carry any AR with any subsonic round and pull the trigger on that thing, and anybody around me is going to know I shot it.
We have shot, we've shot a lot of guns, and 90% of them are suppressed.
Yeah.
And I have never seen, or I guess not seen, I've never heard a gun as quiet as the 22s we have, especially if you have one with a hammer on it, because all you hear is the hammer fall and you don't even hear anything at all. So, and I've never had a 223, a 300, a 308, anything where all you hear is the click of the trigger.
No, there's not. And I think that's my favorite part. Cause like I've done it to y'all before and then had the kids out there where I'm carrying a pistol around while we're burning a fire or whatever and making sure there's no snakes.
Yeah.
And just shot it one off. And then everybody's like, what was that?
Yeah.
But literally shot it 5 feet from people and they don't know what the hell it was.
Yeah.
Cause it is that quiet.
And that is a 22.
22s are movie quiet. Like, if you want to have
They
a problem with
Hollywood,
if you want to have a problem with suppressors, the 22 long rifle is the only one that I would say, yeah, you might can have a problem with that one. Everything else is loud enough where it's going to cause a stir.
You know what? I kind of want to do a YouTube, maybe not a full video, maybe just a Instagram clip where I want to blindfold myself, put me in a chair, let you walk in circles in any direction with even with a 22, I don't care, and shoot it. And I'm going to point in the direction you shot it from, because the amount of fucking people that say you won't be able to pinpoint it. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Nah, those 22s, I doubt you could.
In a crowd, no.
I mean, we can test it. I think it would be cool to just do in the pasture.
Yeah.
Just carry a swivel chair out there, plop you down, and you try to pinpoint. But as far as
the suppressed 22, if you're at a good distance with no crowd, I still think I could be able to pinpoint you. With the crowd, no. I agree. But anything bigger than a 22, I'm going to tell you exactly where you're at.
Yeah, no shot. And obviously there's caveats to every situation, so we could sit here and pick this one to death. But the only time that you're going to be like, oh, that suppressor is helping me hide from whoever, is in a sniper situation where you're hidden and you're fucking tucked away 250 yards. Yeah. You pull the trigger and shoot something and they're trying to pull out of a field. And everybody that's saying, oh, muzzle flash, it's still there. You're not. I mean,
I got videos on Instagram you can go look at right now to prove it.
yep. It's the muzzle flash is still there. Also, the only thing is if they have night vision, they're gonna be able to see you. If they don't have any night vision and don't have any kind of like, oh, I've got my back turned to you. That's when they don't see. Like you're gonna be able to tell where it's at if you're looking in that direction.
Yeah, and I mean, that's my thing. That's why they say you can't pinpoint it, and that's why I want to do this.
Yeah,
Is because even if I can't see that muzzle flash, I don't give a shit. Unless you're attacking me with a 22, I'm gonna know exactly where you are.
yeah,
And
even,
I'm not exactly. I'm not gonna know what window in what building.
yeah,
I'm gonna know what building you're in though,
yeah,
in the general direction. And honestly, I'm gonna go as far as say it's a hot take. I guess I have a few SWAT friends. I can bring them in here and ask them this question. But even a gun unsuppressed being shot into a crowd, they don't know exactly what window and shit it came out of anyway.
No,
They're going to know what building just like they would with the suppressor.
Well,
And I have talked to a bunch of police guys about this exact same topic, and they're all like, no, like, we know where it's at. Like,
yeah. Well, and even like unsuppressed, I feel like unsuppressed in a crowded situation would create even more chaos
oh, yeah.
than a suppressed rifle.
Yeah.
So and it's like if you're in a crowd and a rifle goes off, everybody's losing their
Yeah.
fucking mind.
Scattered.
It's
Scatter.
there's no. I mean, unless you've got a gun on you and you know what you're doing, there's no fight or flight. You're flight.
Yeah.
Like,
Even if you have a gun and it's,
yeah, you're still freaking the hell out and hitting the deck or
in my personal opinion, for me, my goal is not to fight.
yeah.
My goal is to get me and my family to safety.
Yep.
If you get in my way of doing that, that is when you're going to catch 15.
Yep.
But maybe not. You might fall after the first 3, but I'm empty in the mag. So
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
yep. You might only catch 3.
I mean,
Then
they're gonna catch all of them.
the rest of them are going to be scattered. 'Cause where you were standing is going to catch all of them. But that's the only time in my head, I'm thinking fight.
Yeah.
Me and my family,
Yep.
my people are gone. We're
Yeah.
safe. And if you're in a crowd and everybody's scattering, you're almost better off ducking heads and going.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be looking for the fight.
Nope. Not
And
at all.
That's just my personal
Get the hell
opinion.
out.
Yeah.
Self-preservation is key there.
That's talking to Bradley about government shutdowns and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to come with y'all. He goes, but y'all are kind of hard asses. Like y'all are heartless when it comes to it. Because we're 100% dead on, like thought about this. Like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you're going to benefit us. If you get let in, you benefit us in some way.
Yep.
You're not getting let in just because I know you.
Yeah. No, that's
Go find your own place.
yep. Well, I mean, and it sucks, but in a post
In a survival situation.
yeah, in a survival situation, like you've got to carry your own
if
in
you
some sort of way.
if you can't loot, if you can't farm, if you can't do any sort of building, manual labor building wise, what are you good for?
Yeah.
That's women, men, children.
Yep.
What are you good for? I need somebody there that, okay, maybe you do have a bad hip. You can't be going into town trying to get supplies, going into houses trying to get supplies, whatever. But you can garden.
Yep.
Do you know anything about that? You can build fences. You can build barriers. You can patch walls. Do you know anything about that?
Yep.
If you don't,
Well, and there's so many
you're
people.
just a fucking mouth I have to feed.
Yeah, and there's so many people these days that it would be really funny to watch what the hell happens with them, because do they give up or do they change everything that they've thought and start getting shit done?
My biggest
Because
thing,
I feel like you would have to.
I think a lot of people, and what really makes me laugh is there's a lot of people out there. It's like, oh, I wish that would happen. I'd fucking succeed in heart, blah, blah. And then I talk to them about any kind of bushcraft shit. And they're like, huh? And I'm like, you wouldn't make it a week, brother. Like, you're done.
Nope.
And I'm not saying I know everything, and I'm not saying I'm a badass by any stretch of the imagination, but I know enough. I probably couldn't survive and grow a compound
Yeah.
without help.
Oh yeah,
But
you
I'm
would
not
have to
I'm not like
help.
that type of person. But for me and my family, we'd be able to survive for months.
Yeah.
Like I highly believe in my skills on that side of things.
Yep.
And with the right people, that's when the compound growth happens. And
Yep.
that's kind of where I get back into you have to benefit.
Yep.
But I think you would come to find out that there would be a whole lot of Americans that instantly became not American if that happens. Because they're not going to be able to survive.
Yeah.
They're not man enough to fight.
No.
So we're attacked by Russia. They're going to become little Russian translators real quick.
Yeah. No, I've thought about it. I'm like, man, you know, given the right team around me, I would be fine. But if I had to just bail out by myself, I think that's where I would thrive. Is if
By yourself or like with your family?
just by myself, like
By myself, I think I would.
it would be
thrive like
like
a motherfucker.
it would be over.
Yeah.
Like I would be the one buried up in leaves and ducked under things and
Well, I mean, you'll see on the bear trip, I'm going to build shit just because I want to.
yeah.
We're in public land. I'm going to build us tables, chairs. I'm not going to build a shelter because we're only going to be there 10 days.
Yeah.
But I have done that shit. I know how to do that shit. I've done it multiple times. Like I know for a fact I can do it with just paracord and sticks.
Yeah.
Like figured it out. I've done it. Every one of my bags has paracord in it for that reason.
Yep.
And that's one thing we need to do is do a like
Do
a
a bag. Yeah.
go bag or a
fucking-
gun or truck bag, anything. But by myself, if I was forced to be alone,
Yeah.
I think that's where I would thrive.
Yeah.
And it might only be the hardest part would be a constant source of food. Because water,
I don't think that would be an issue.
it won't be an issue where we live, and the
I'm-
amount of stockpile I already have, not just water bottles, but life straws, UV disinfectants, and the fact that I have learned how to disinfect the water without boiling it anyway,
Yeah.
just off of multiple different videos, doing it myself, trying it out. I know I can do that.
Yeah.
The constant source of food could be an issue if you can't use a firearm.
Yeah.
if I
you-
can't
if
get to
you're-
my bow.
But even then, like, there's enough places around here. Like, you're gonna end up with fishing equipment.
Well, and so that's the thing with fishing, though. It's where I think about it outside the box. How many times have we went fishing and didn't catch anything?
Yeah, but so many times you do. Like, and these stock tanks around here,
Yeah.
like, I would go find the biggest fucking cattle tank I could.
Yeah, and I guess that's true. You don't have to ask permission to fish areas at that point.
No.
You're just fishing.
Yeah.
You're,
you
you're
go
surviving.
find the most remote area you can find and just
See, my biggest thing is obviously, after your core basics, one of the first things I would do if I couldn't get a hold of a bow, my bow,
yeah.
is I would build a bow.
Yeah.
Because I feel like varmint is the easiest thing to kill
Yep.
and eat. And
Well, and I mean, there's traps too.
and a lot
Like,
of
you can easily make a trap.
and I was telling you, start talking to people about bushcraft and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't understand why I'm like, you skin everything down to bone and keep the bones.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, why would you keep the bones? And I'm sitting there in my head, I'm like, bro, you boil those bones, you can drink the water that you're getting 1,000 calories right there just off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're making homemade bone broth. Like you are getting fucking calories that you would not have. Yeah, you're not eating a steak.
Yeah.
But little things like that people don't think about that I do.
Yeah.
And that's the little things where I'm talking about, like, by myself, I would thrive for a while.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, dude,
Bone broth with a family of 4, it's
yeah.
going to be really kind of tough.
Yep.
Or if me and you had to do it by ourselves.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
you get what
over.
I'm saying? Like, we would survive that much more
Yeah.
because you're carrying your own weight.
Yep. And honestly, like, the best part about, like, the way I see it is, like, yeah, you're gonna be using energy, but you don't need food that much. Water's important.
Yeah, you
But-
have to have water. You have to have shelter.
Yep. But as far as food goes, like, you can survive a long time without a full protein source.
I've done 48-hour fasts since I've started losing weight just because I like the way I feel afterwards. And I've done a 72-hour fast. And if I can survive not eating for 72 hours, And then going right back to a calorie deficit diet
Yeah.
and not just gorging, your body gets used to it.
Yeah. You can figure it out.
You're going to lose weight. You're going to lose some energy. But if you can get over 1,000 calories a day, you're going to live.
Yeah. Yeah. You survive.
And there's so many mushrooms out there.
There's all kinds of shit.
There's, and especially in Texas. I mean, think about the amount of cactuses we have. There's a source right there of calories.
Yeah. Yep. Well, then, I mean, dude, how often do you go walking through the woods and a rabbit is 10 feet from you?
And if you're in somewhere in the middle of nowhere, like if we were at the dairy, you could use a 22.
Yeah.
And no one would ever know.
Well, I mean, with the suppressor, you could use it here.
Yeah.
Without a problem, and nobody would know. But I'm just thinking, like, if you ended up without a gun,
You could build a trap for a rabbit.
Traps. I mean,
because there's wild berries.
Pick up a rock. I mean, how many times have they been close enough and you're like, I think I could probably knock that thing out if I was hungry enough.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to base my survival
no,
on that.
I wouldn't want to either, but birds, all kinds of shit. Like, I've been sitting in, well, we did it.
Yeah.
We were just sitting there and birds would land 3-4 feet from us.
I mean, you're shooting them with a blow dart gun. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
there is a lot of stuff. And then there's stuff that people don't even think about that I don't even really think about when I think about a shutdown. Think about how many cattle and horses and dogs and shit are out here.
Yep.
I know everybody hates the sound of eating dogs and cats, but survival situation is survival situation. If that dog is not a tool, if it is not a tracker, if it is not a source of protection, it is food at that point.
Yep. And I mean, that's the thing is we've got so many sources, and the deer are so plentiful out here.
Yep.
Like, you could probably figure out a way to off one of those without too much.
And if we had no electricity and stuff, it would be tough because you're only storing it for a little bit, but you can dehydrate the meat into jerky.
Yep.
And that can last so much longer.
Yep. No, and you would do a whole deer that way.
And in Texas, it wouldn't be hard.
No. You'd end up with, 20, 30, 40 pounds of freaking dried meat.
Yeah. And you'd have all the calories you'd need, especially if it was just you or even a family of 4 at that point.
Yeah.
30 pounds of dried meat.
It's going a long ways.
Yeah.
You can make it last.
You might be hungry every day, but you're going to live.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. We've gotten so used to living so much beyond.
My stomach just growled. I'm going to go grab food out of the fridge.
Yep. Or shit. Oh, I'm I don't know what I'm going to do right now, so I'm bored. And so you just walk over to the pantry. I do it all the time.
Grab a snack. Yeah.
So we just overeat so much more than we really have to have. I'm not saying we don't need it. It's fine.
I mean, we don't need it. I'll say it. We don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I think about where I was a year ago, 357 pounds, there was zero reason for me to be eating the amount I was eating.
Yeah.
I eat maybe a quarter of what I was eating then, and I have just as much energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've lost a little bit of strength, but I've also lost fucking 80 pounds of body fat.
A lot of weight behind that too.
So, I mean, but I'm benching well over 300, squatting over 5. I'm still deadlift around 6.
Fucking ridiculous.
So I'm still stronger than 90% of people I know.
More than 90, I bet.
Maybe. I know a lot of strong motherfuckers though. Like Remy.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's an ox.
I
mean, I'll fuck him up on bench press. Remy, you're a pussy on bench press. I don't want to talk about squat and deadlift though. That dude's a freaking tank. But I do know a lot of people that do strongman. So that's why I say 90.
Is he still doing a podcast? Or did he ever do
He did like 7 episodes. But I don't think he has the consistency in him because he runs like 3 businesses.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on.
So he's just like, and he wanted to just do it for the Peaster community.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was ever that serious and focused. He has said he wants to come on here a bunch of times. And he'd be a good one, especially since we've gotten such a kick out of like the fitness side and lifestyle of it.
No, it really
he would be a fun one to get on.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool.
I'll say he'd probably do it in a heartbeat. Especially so he can talk shit to me and tell me I'm the best time of my life is I was doing something and I hit a certain weight and he was like, Dusty, your nickname is no longer Mo. You're just O. And I was like, what does that mean? He goes, you're not morbidly obese anymore. You're just fucking obese.
God damn.
So I dropped the morbid.
What a jerk.
So, and that's the top trainer I need. Though.
Yeah.
Someone that's going to be like, yeah, if you weren't so fucking fat, you would be able to do that.
Yeah, you could squat a little further down.
Yeah. You could go ahead and go 90 if you weren't so fucking fat. And like, that's the thing is like, does running suck or do you just suck at it? Is his go-to saying. Oh, does doing that suck or do you just suck at it? Let's be honest with each other.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I just suck at it.
Probably just suck at it.
Because you're overweight. You're out of shape. And I'm like, okay, you're right. So then you just do it because you don't want to fucking hear his mouth anymore. And it works. I don't know how many times with like stones, Atlas stones, lifting sandbags. I mean, I was doing like 325-pound sandbags from the ground over my shoulder.
Jesus Christ.
And when I first started doing that, I was like, dude, this fucking sucks. And that was, does it suck or you just suck at it? Because I bet if you were good at it, it wouldn't suck. Like, fuck, you're right.
Got a point.
Now shut the fuck up and lift it.
Yeah.
And that's how he is. And me with my ego and my mentality, that's what I need.
Yeah.
And it makes it so logical. Like, yeah, you're right. If I was really good at this, I wouldn't think it sucked. It would be really fun. So now I just need to get really good at this and stop being a pussy. He would be a fun one to get on to, like get in here and let you just, like, the shit that you have issues with sometimes of, I hit the gym for 2 hours today, but I really don't want to go walk 5 miles.
Yeah.
Like, and just listen to him on.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, and
his mindset on it is fucking insane.
Yeah.
He has without the trying to be the figurehead.
Yeah.
He really does have a Goggins,
that
Cam Hanes type of mindset without being in the public spotlight where I think like Goggins, there's sometimes where he pushes that side of him out more.
Yeah.
Where Remy's like, no, I get it. Like, it sucks. It is tough. It's hard to do, but you have to.
Yeah.
Where they're like, no, stop being a bitch. Fucking get, and like, he's not that extreme, but his mindset on things of, does it suck or do you just suck at it?
Yeah.
That kind of shit. Like, okay, now shut up and do it.
Yep.
Like you would already be done right now if you stop talking and just do it. And that's how he does things with his own personal workouts. Like, that's just him.
Yeah.
I have seen that dude legit put himself into tears, bleeding out of his nose, lifting shit.
It's crazy.
And like, we're literally just training for a competition. And like, dude, it's not that serious. Yeah, it is. It's like, I know if I can do it right here, I can do it in there. And this right here is not even my comp weight. So I know if I can do this one right here, then at comp weight, I can push myself even farther. And I'm like, fuck, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. Well, all right. It is 1:30 in the morning, basically. So with that being said, fellas, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I should have said this at the beginning, and I always suck at it.
Oh.
Like, follow, subscribe. Please.
Please.
We're trying to get our count up.
Still says 94. Gonna need you guys to hurry up.
Yeah, hurry up. What are you doing? Get off right now and do it. Maybe
Don't even get off. It's at the bottom of the video.
Maybe if we didn't suck this bad, they would have more subscribers.
Hey,
just by begging for it.
You did get it good in
Punchline.
I wasn't gonna mention them, but yeah, that other podcast,
the bad podcast, not the good one. No, but with that being said, fellas, y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Later.